Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome back to Manufactio. Attempt 2 to record this episode. So somehow my recording software decided to stop instead of actually recording, so I've just done 10 minutes of content with nothing recording. Anyway, looks like it's working now, so we'll continue. The pack has done an update. We're now running the latest version, which has invasions, and I did try and record an invasion, and obviously it hasn't recorded. Invasions happen every 3 days. The mobs have the ability to break blocks, but only full blocks, not tile entities, I believe. But yeah, the first one is Silverfish, and the next one won't be for another 3 Minecraft days. So the longer you're in game, the more the harder they get. But we'll see how ours plays out, considering we're so far into the game. I had a bit of a cleanup over there while I was recording just then. We've got a bit of stuff going on, and I've got some broken things here, there, and everywhere. But so far the update is okay. We've got a little bit of lag. You can see the sky lagging there a touch. And I think that's because, and I just fixed it, I had broken some pipework underneath my smelting system, and it was not running. We will have a bunch of problems brewing from things that I have gone and broken. There are a lot of processes currently not running due to just upgrades. And do you actually have rods? Yes, you do. It's just a graphical glitch. I'm still in the process of upgrading the base over to ME, and it's a long process, and it's something that is become a little taxing to the brain. But I'll give you an idea of what we're at. So if I jump down here, we've got a lot of cables running here, there, and everywhere, and I'm trying to run dense cabling, and then I'll connect up a bunch of stuff, and then come back and go, okay, I've got 32 channels on that chain. Great, that one's now full. I've got, I think that back one, we're back down to 21. I've been trying to process what I can, and I think this one has 32. Yep, so that one there and this one are both full. But that's just 4 off that stack there. I can add more to this if I want to. We can still expand a lot from what we've got. If I go over to this here, I've made a few more interfaces and stuff for the crafting. We've got a 32 cable going that way to the circuit production, and it also goes this way up to the coal, because I'm trying to link up things as I place it in. We've got the ability, we're going to have 2 cables going this way. This one's currently sitting at, what, 30? So I can connect 2 more items to that, and then it's full. And I've already started prepping for bringing another 32 cable that way, which is a fairly long way, right? So we're running underground here, all the way up to this processing area, which is mainly the fluid stuff. So yeah, 2 channels left. It's not even showing here. This is 29. I must tee in something else further down there. But over here, show you this area. Let's go a little bit further along and you'll get a better idea. Ooh, let's get up. Get on top of stuff, please. Currently trying to make things as tidy as possible. So I've pulled all of the power underground. And a lot of these are just, I'm using the existing pipework that was hooked up, the existing filters, and then just setting recipes in for this is what you should hold, and then placing a servo on top. I'm then including, that probably needs a cable on it. One of these guys, an anchor. Yeah. Can I do this? Nope. I'm going to need to pop that probably. Oh yeah. 7 days is the next invasion, sorry, not 3. If I pop that in there, that should probably fix up what was going on there before. Because that would have been using an extra channel and it didn't need it. So I've been running these ones through the interface and then down. But this is just a storage bus set to, should be set to extract only on fluid ducts here. and that's just what's in the machine. So items in, items out, all hooked up, system can see them. And as many of these over here as I have been able to so far, I've got a few of them set up and running. Has been, as I said, working slowly through the upgrade. We've got these 9 are hooked up, and then I've started doing these ones this way. Over here, things are a touch broken, like that there. I need to probably connect back over to here somehow, because at the moment we're not pulling our filters back. And what I might actually do... Oh no, I don't have any on me. I don't have another interface on me, or a storage bus. What might be best here for the moment is to... Let's just run this cable, or this ducting. Go this way. Back in here, and we can filter. Okay, that's just a blacklist. Cool. So I needed to make sure that I'm not running certain items back into themselves, because I was before. So hopefully that'll allow us to bring those filters out and into the system somewhere. Here they come. They may just sit in here for a little bit, but at least they'll be accessible by other places. Maybe. Anyway. These have been quite handy to get rid of... I don't know why I've got steel sheet metal on me. Get rid of items from my inventory. So this one is set up to, because we've got this process over here making the carbon fiber, it keeps the items it requires: diamonds, blaze powder, sand and coal. The sand and coal, sand's for this guy to process the bitumen from here in the frogman processor here, and the coal is for this guy to keep him stocked with coal, so we've got steam for it. So there's going to be various places around the base that I'm going to need to do that and have those little bits and pieces of semi-automated hookups to save me running a cable all the way out there for that. Not that I care. All my cables are now EMCable. This one here, this is coming back from these quarries and stuff out here, the IE drills. And I probably need to stop this because I have a lot of items coming in and really don't need to. So I'm actually gonna put these on high now till I can finish processing. What are you? You're uranium. You can be on high. And this one, forget what you're pushing out. You're on high as well. So that should just fill up. Oh yeah, that's silver, etc. Yeah, just these little bits and pieces that I'm... Be careful of that cable. Trying to tidy up and still have things work. I set up... Let's just glide back into base here. I set up an export bus on here so that I can export solar generators. I'm probably going to have to redo this guy. Where are the solar generator one? I can't remember how far through I am at the moment actually. 471. So let's turn that back on. And then all I've been doing is EMCing them. So in here, we're currently making some more dense cable. I don't really need to make that at the moment. I've got a stack of it. I just set this up because it's just dumping junk, really. I set it up with the advanced solar gen every now and then, and you know, come over a little bit more uranium. And this will make them, I've got a storage bus underneath, set again to extract only. And the system will slowly pull them out and feed them in over there and continue doing my my upgrade or my hand-ins. That drill has finished, this guy, but I will probably leave him there for now because he's nice and close to all the filtering. Let's just quickly grab a couple of these. grab, I don't know, some of them. How many carbon? I do have sulfur once, that'll do. Let's just quickly... Oh, I'm going to need a pump to pull that stuff down. I don't know if I've got any of the pumps. Do I? Pump. Got pump pipe. This guy, can I make one? Yes, good. I am carrying far too much junk. You know what? Get rid of these. With all the pipe work and cabling I've been pulling up on the off the floor over there, I'm getting all the covers and things that I had laid down. There's a lot of the pipe work, and you'll see it if I jump up high. A lot of the pipe work had covers on. You can see there's gaps in the base everywhere, which eventually will be filled with full blocks instead. And I'll install something to get up and down in the base. So let's get you. We'll just put two of these guys on, one here, one maybe here. Give you a couple of sulfur filters and a couple of carbon filters. This guy. Up it goes. Do I need any more? Get how tall I need to make this thing. I think I've gone too far. Yep, it needs to stop about. Let's go up and sit on top of it. Come on, down a little bit. One more. Yeah, it needs to stop about there, I think it is. Oops. I missed. Oh, my keep items. Is it on still? Probably not. Let's lag the game a touch. Oh, keep items are still on. Good. Oops. Don't drop from that height. Probably not the best idea. One thing I didn't bring with me is some MV cable, because I don't tend to use MV anymore. Oh, I'm going to need to do some cleaning. Cleaning of the base. And that pollution over there probably isn't helping me. MV. A little bit of this, please. You can throw that away. Have some flowers and stuff. Wow, there's more pollution there than I was expecting, because it was fairly clear. Maybe the update has tweaked some stuff. Oh, you know what I didn't... I really need to... not fly backwards and forwards in my base. I really need to get some sort of remote... connected to this. I don't think there is any way. I don't think we have remote. Nope. There's no wireless. Or maybe. Hang on. Is there wireless? Nope. It's fine. Just fly back to base each time. Alright. Let's do this now instead of monkeying around. Goodness. Base tidy ups are fun. Of course. Of course the connection is obstructed. Filter, my friend. Right, give it a couple of minutes, we'll see what it does. This guy's running, but I do need to fix the other end of it. I think I'm actually backed up on tin. That's fine. I'll do some processing later. Ooh, getting a lot more pollution from things that I didn't expect to get pollution from. I'm probably going to have another pump here somewhere in the middle. Anyway. Yeah, so the main course of my game lately has been, and I've been playing a fair bit off camera, is hooking up all these various bits and pieces. I know there's been a change to glass. The glass recipe in electric furnace now requires a piece of sand, a piece of glass, sorry. I need to put a piece of glass in another thing. So I've got a electric furnace here. In my glass one? Yes. So I'm going to need to put another input on this guy. He's going to need another input with a piece of glass in it to ensure that we have the correct recipe now. Where is in? That's output. Tiny item input. Can I have one of them, please? And I'm going to need a piece of glass. To be aware of the changes that have happened. I think they've moved where your inputs can be. Furnace. In the top. No, maybe not. Maybe they're just still... Unless this hasn't been changed yet. So I'm going to put an input here with a piece of glass in it. And that should hopefully fix the problem. Very good. Again, what do you like? Just inventory space, cool. So this is our setup here for, this one is feeding these. So this is something I'm going to need to do around the base, and again, it'll come down to whether these things are working properly. I may end up having this sort of arrangement where it's keeping them in stock and then just keeping the pipes on. Cool, you're running again, yeah. Copper. Don't know if the iron is extracting yet. Why is copper still going when I've got tons of it in there? Because you're down at 4,000. So much of me. I'm trying to get rid of this. I'm trying to get rid of things that require copper from here and relying on this bus to export them to the base. And I think I'm close. But again, it's something that's requiring a little more work than I was expecting to make sure we're good. I'm very low on iron. Look at that. Look, that's super low. So I'm just going to pump this copper back in here, just with the intention that it's going to be a full bin. So that'll stop the copper producing, because we've probably got a ton of it here. Yeah, look at all that. And I don't know that this guy is going to be quick enough. Be burning through this stuff. Electric furnaces won't be doing anything because I've disconnected a lot of them. So maybe I can start them underway again. What were you set up to? Osmium. A lot of my electric furnaces are disconnected. I think the copper was meant to go this direction, right? Okay. Did we get the copper thing fixed? Uses of copper ore in an arc furnace is 2, yes. So I shouldn't be running... Copper shouldn't be going this way. Copper should be blacklisted from this direction. Copper. I'm now forgetting where we were running. This copper can go through the arc furnace with no slag output. Dust. Let's go copper ore. And then you will have whitelist, that's fine. And the other ones aren't connected. Actually, what are you? You got copper dust. You should be, yeah, blacklist. Blacklist copper ore. Oh boy. I do need to get this thing underway and really start filtering again, because the changes I made, and then I never did anything back here in terms of keeping things up to date. I've got all these electric furnaces, or you know, all of these guys are all set up. These ones are now all connected with buses, so that I should be using this. I really should. So again, you know, that upgrading your base partway through can be a bit of fun. Fun being the operative word there. Now you're blacklisted of osmium dust. You blacklist copper ore and silver and all that. Ore. And then I'm just going to need to get some bits and pieces back in here, because this is not going well. Yeah, that's a much better way of doing it. Now I'm going to have to clean up the base. Anyway, heaps to get done, and yeah, it's at that point now. Let's put this MV stuff away, of it being kind of a bit of a nightmare. Go away, Bixby. I didn't talk to you. Thanks, phone. Thought I was talking to it. Alright. Don't know what's going on with that zombie trophy. So yeah, you can see there's a lot less mobs now. And yes, my base is fairly lit up. But even that being said, like this side of the base was normally a lot worse for mobs, and so far things seem okay. They won't aggro from miles away now, because that's been turned off. But you know, they will still spawn. You'll still get them, but the range has been dropped, I believe, back to normal. Oh, come on, game. You can do it. So yeah, process has been slow, definitely slow. In terms of doing new stuff, what I need to do is I probably need to do the quest book update thing. PQ, admin, default, load. Nice. Quests, I think. Oh, there's a new button for it. Cool. So there's a button. Look, yay! Anyway, detect, submit, claim. Okay, so you can now update your quest book with that. There's now a new thing here to tell you about going to coal generators and going from coal to the boiler and steam, because apparently there was a lot of queries around what do I do for power in the Discord, and I have been seeing some of that. The respirator quest has been moved into here from in here, I think it was. So I'm gonna need to probably get that guy done again. Let's do that. Let's can't hurt, right? I mean, I could change this guy to do it, but probably currently... Yeah, let's have a look. Don't need the blueprints. Oh, that's one I have done and haven't handed in yet. Digital mining's been done. We'll do that in just a second. Have a look through here. Science pack blueprints. You know what? I'm just... Yeah, it's fine. Let's just... 9, 10. Fine. Claimed. Need to do retrievers. All the processing's done. Still got a few things in power to do. Yeah, so I think the filters were here actually. Destruction gadget has now been included. You can now unlock the destruction gadget. It now has a blacklist. You can't destroy pollution. So that was something that I think Direwolf has helped Golrith through with because it's Direwolf's mod. It's now available to be unlocked, which is a great little addition and will come in very handy. This really should have turned on. We really should be processing iron, not copper. So hopefully this is dropping right off. I don't know whether iron ore... See, it still does the slag output, so it still needs to come through here. So hopefully soon this will turn off. See if I turn that on. Oh, I don't know why that's not running. Maybe I've broken a cable somewhere. Should still not 7001. Let's let it re-trigger maybe. You should be set with actually. Yeah, the signal should go low. Anyway, I'm going to have to play with this system because there's something not quite right. Not quite right at all. Oh, there it is. It's off now. Thanks, gang. Thanks very much. Alright. Maybe this had finally dropped enough to allow it to output. And that's probably what it is, actually. Because this will turn on when there's items in here. Cool. Iron ore will be running again soon. So yeah, I'm going to play... I'll be doing more in between, trying to get things fixed again. As soon as I logged in today, all of my ducts were backstuffed. These ones don't seem to be, but definitely the other two over here, and I think that's from stuff where I'm breaking these guys and reconfiguring them, and then all of a sudden, everything's trying to feed into one thing. One of the hardest areas that I've found so far to get hooked up has been over here in the science area, and that's mainly just because every time I need to do something, so this one here, this one's easy, red science is easy, it's just copper ingots and iron gears, right? And then once you start getting into like green science, belt and inserter, so setting this up for belt and inserter, that's fine, but I needed to go and connect up to belt and inserter over there, so it needs its automation. So we're getting down here now. So the blue science is actually red advanced control circuits as well. So that's something I don't have set up in here. And for me to do that, let's just, I don't even know if I've got anything made. I did have some, again, as I disconnect things, certain other things stop working. So control circuits aren't currently working. I don't have any of the red ones. Circuit. Don't think I can... I may have some plastic. Let's just make at least one. Just so I can set the filter on that guy. It was this one, wasn't it? So he needs to keep a red in stock, and it will instantly extract out of here into this guy and hopefully make... There it goes. It'll make one. Place it in here, and our storage bus set to extract only. Once that guy's made, here we go. Whoop. Blue science. Set to blue science pack. These guys should be set to their science packs as well. Yep. And then I'm just going to do this setup. So export buses. So this was, that's red. Oop. Fell through the floor, etc. And I'll have export buses on these guys. I don't know how many. I've got a few on me. I've done them already. Done the export buses. Just need to run cabling. So they'll export their particular item into here, and then probably storage buses on this side, so that the system can access the research, so it can export it if needed. And then over here, on top of all my storage bins, I do have another storage bus. So this is where things are currently going. This may disappear, depending on how fast things get. I mean, once we get to anomaly science, though, challenge science packs. This is where we're going to start having the dramas. We're going to need lots of emeralds and lots of all of this stuff, really. This will probably be something I'll craft, maybe even an assembler, I don't know, or maybe just as an AE craft. But getting challenge is going to be fun, and that's something that, you know, Blue's currently not even running. That's something that we do need to get everything hooked back up and into gear again. I'm going to do to this side what I did to the other side, hopefully, which I'm not going to be able to do completely. It's going to try and hide some of this cabling. Stop everything being over the top here. Maybe move all the solar panels. Just to try and... Look, I know I don't have a nice... It's not a pretty base. It's far from a pretty base. But I do want to try and make it a little neater. And getting rid of some of this spaghetti would be a good start. So, as I said, you know, power conduits and everything on top here. And now when I go over to this side, apart from this one coming up underneath, apart from that one coming up for that lantern, power conduits are now all underneath. So it's a lot neater and it's a lot cleaner to get around, and yeah, trying to neaten it up. So things are, as I said, slowly underway. This will get changed a touch and we'll run it underneath somehow. Maybe I'll just have maybe I'll move the lantern over here or something, just have it sitting on the conduit. Don't know yet. But looking at the time, I do need to wrap up. I am at that point. This guy here is for silicon. So it's extracting out and then storage bus on the silicon here so that it can export. Same with the electrum plates. This thing was chock-a-block. Oh, you're out of plastic, aren't you? Disconnected plastic at the moment, obviously. So that needs to be rehooked up. I've got to do the same setup here. So maybe that's my next one. Next thing to look into is this, running some conduits and stuff. Some cable for that guy, and that's probably going to be the last of that cable itself. And then I need to continue over here and keep going with these other guys. So fun and games to be had, lots to still do, and then we're going to need to get into some of these guys. Start again fixing up the pipe work and stuff for the more the liquid side of things. But yeah, lots to do, and it's just taking a long time. But yeah, it's fun. It's interesting to try and get things clean and tidy, and it's interesting to get things hooked up and the processing to happen a lot quicker than it was beforehand. But in the process, I am breaking a lot of stuff, so hopefully I can get that fixed, and maybe we'll have something a bit nicer and tidier next time. But anyway, until then, I'm going to wrap up here. Apologies for the more of a talky episode, and I am bummed that I missed the recapturing the invasion, which really wasn't much. It was a bunch of silverfish, the first one. So I'm bummed I didn't get to capture that, and I don't know why my recording software did what it did, but it's all part of the joy, right? Until next time though, thanks for watching, comments down below, and I'll see you then. Bye now.